That is what we here for. Like I said, if I don't have too many artists on my platform, too many rappers, but if I'm gonna promote one, damn, I'm about to promote the hell out of them. Yeah, Joe, I'm up here noticing something. That red box over here in the corner says that we are live. What's good, people? Y'all know who it is. It is your two-time ATL's hottest DJ, the God DJ Agony, also known as Dr. Dope. Well, our message here is simple. Own the building. Before we jump into tonight's goings ons, I like to say appreciate everybody came into the quick 30 last week. And I've been getting some calls and some feedback about the quick 30 last week. Now, last week's quick 30 was top 10 biopics. And I was getting hits about ones that I left off, and I'm sitting up there beating myself in the head the whole time. So there will be a part two to that is dedicated strictly to music biopics. Please be on the lookout for top 10 music biopics because we're gonna have to redo last Wednesday. Last Wednesday I had some good ones, but then when I was told about some of the good ones I left off, I'm like, I'm embarrassed as a host. I must fix this. I must fix this now. So next coming shows, next coming quick 30, we're gonna fix that. Please be on the lookout for top 10 biopics. Big shouts out to all my people who watched the quick 30 and to those people who, you know what I'm saying, came back me with feedback. Yo, I'm not always right, just 99.9999% of the time, but in that 0.0001%, thank y'all for letting me know because I forget stuff too. And plus, it's a top 10 list of all the music biopics or all the biopics period. I can only pick 10. So a lot of good ones get left off sometimes, and that be with just about every quick 30. A lot of good ones get left off, but that's all right though because when you have your own media platform, you always got next week to do it again, and that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So big shouts out to y'all. Big shouts out to everybody that came out to the quick 30. Everybody that came out to last Friday's dope show with Music Monk, with Keisha Nicole. Like I said, if you have not watched that one, it is on YouTube. It is on my personal Facebook page and it is on the Dope Enterprise Facebook page. Please go look that one up. That was 2 hours of a conversation that went from just pure D silliness and zaniness all the way over to real serious matters that we as black people, men and women, need to address. So big shouts out to them and everybody that came out, everybody that stuck with me because that show was my show's normally an hour. That show went 2 hours and 15 minutes, y'all. But when I went back and rewatched it, there was not one boring segment. There was not one part where I was just like, man, I should have cut this a little early. Nah, it was just that good, people. So, without y'all, there's no me right here on the Dope Show. And y'all come through, y'all kick good shit. And that's how our shows end up going 2 hours long because of y'all. So I appreciate y'all. Let's make some more long shows, make some more memories. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, like I always tell y'all, whenever I come on here and y'all look to that side of the screen and see somebody, I always tell y'all, I'm dope. My friends are dope. And I have dope friends. That's one of my dope friends right there. Tell them who you is, shout it, what you do, why you're here. Tell them all that good stuff.
What's up, worldwide? This your girl, JC Rocker. Just part of the culture, her royal dopeness, songwriter, lyricist. My pen game is lethal. And of course, I'm not just hip hop, I'm very versatile. And I'm also a production assistant of K100 Radio. And of course, an artist myself.
Yeah. She do everything. Like I said, and one of the things that the reason why she shared the screen with me, y'all, and it was one of the things I admired the first time I met her. She's dope bars and she raps with her clothes on, people. I'm here for that shit. The fact that it's not about selling the product, but the product is dope. It's like you selling dope. You're not selling sex. I'm good with that.
No, and no offense to the ladies that do, because I this is what I say. Of course, I love Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, City Girls, and all that stuff. There's a time and a place for that, and and you see as they grow in their careers, they're getting more deeper. I hadn't got a chance to listen to Meg Thee Stallion's project, but how she's talking about anxiety. She's like, bad bitches have bad days, so we also have to give credit to that. But what I will say is, like Tupac said, I'm not mad at them, I'm mad at the system because back then, when we had more control of hip hop, there was a balance. You heard the Little Kims, but you also heard the Missy, you also heard the Brats. you also hear Lauryn Hill
Mm-hmm.
for everybody. But now that the vultures, now that they see that hip hop is a $1 billion business and whoever has to go and makes the rules, they're the ones that are pushing all this stuff in the out pushing all this stuff in the algorithms. And like I said, I have no problem with the artist, but I am saying to the system and to the culture, let's have some balance. That's all I ask.
True, true. And it's funny that you said that because like I said, I grew up in a time to where you could turn on the radio and it would either be Lil Kim, Missy, the Brat, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you had that balance. You had more of a
Mhm.
balance. And what you saying that is what's lacking. Not that hip hop is dead or just music sucks. It's just there is no balance. There the alternative, you have to dig. You have to go to the underground and just see like, okay, like what's not on the radio that still got some bump to it. I mean, shoot, Westside Gun came dropped a new mixtape today, so I'm looking forward to turning that on a little bit later on because yo, big shouts out to Griselda, the Buffalo Kids is just different.
Exactly. And funny, I was talking to my homegirl about it goes back to the Jermaine Dupri comment, oh, this is stripper rap, call it strap. And I'm just like, with that, you are such a legend with the music pool you have. You should know there are a lot of female rappers, and I hate to use that because that's another story. But for this subject and time being, but I'm just like Jermaine Dupri. I'm like the pool you have, and again, you're responsible for one of the greatest rappers that happen to be female. She couldn't give you a list, so let me give y'all a list. And let me not mention me, because that'll be vain, although I am a very vain bitch. Okay, you got Blimes and Gab, solo and as a duo. You got Hope Trilly. She's featured on my song Out of My Character, and she is killing it in the battle rap scene. She's on Bags and Bodies right now. That's presented by Hitman Holla. You got Nisha Nice. You got Rhapsody. You got Snow the Product. You got Ciroc. You got Tierra Whack. And you got many other dope. You got many other dope ladies
You got
that
Tokyo Jets, Armani
yeah,
Caesar.
exact exactly. See, we just named a list, and you tell them, and our platform is compared to Jermaine Dupri's,
Right.
but but he can't, but he can't find, but he can't find nothing. Oh, how can I forget my girl Lexi Simone and Bougie Trouble?
Ah, yeah. I know those people in real life too.
Me too. I know most of them in real life.
I think what's funny about that too is that because of that show, the Rap Game, that's how we got Lotto.
Of
You know,
course.
back when she was
And,
16 and she was just Miss Mulatto, and it's like
mm,
now she Big Lotto. It's like
well,
oh,
hey, and guess what? I like Lotto. I like Lotto too. I know. Yes, I know she's doing the sexual stuff, but Lotto got bars, and I
Lotto,
have no.
and that's the part that bothers me is that I know from watching that show when she was 16, Lotto had bars long time ago, and it's like, but why is it this angle? I mean, we talk about like now she's up here saying shit like shake what your doctor gave you, and what I'm saying, I know my titties perky because they plastic. I'm like, what?
And did you hear she's featured on Chloe Bailey's song For the Night and I think like I said, if Chloe is happy, hey, people, not me, people are saying, we could have done without the lotto, because and I know she said, and doing this gesture, fix the mic like Funk Flex and all that stuff. But like I said, it's up to these artists, if that's you, make sure that's you. But don't be pressured by these damn suits saying, "Oh, we need a lot, we need another this, we need another that, we need another that." It's like, hey, if you're if your pussy is all that, I'm like, good for you, girl. I hope you get it checked regularly. Pap smears every year, but and all that stuff. But is that all? Is that all you can offer?
That's all we
You
got,
know,
huh?
I can. My mouth game, my mouth game, my tongue game, my pussy game on fleek, and I'm like, so is a hooker.
Oh no. I mean, I think really when it took that deep decline was really with Nicki Minaj. And the reason why I say that is because I remember Nicki Minaj before the Young Money transition. And it was she was doing all the voices. She was really gimmicky, marketable even. Because gimmicks are marketable. You can sell gimmicks. It's just
Yeah,
they're not very long lasting, so you got to have something else to go with that. But then next thing I know, it's like I remember seeing her freestyling in Queens with a hoodie on. Next thing I know, she like on the Young Money video, buck ass naked, and then there's a surgeon somewhere with a big briefcase on his desk, like appreciate you. And I'm like, in my head, it was so unnecessary. Like you had it already. You had
that's
the it already.
like I said. As long as it was her choice and she wasn't pressured, and she's like, and she wanted all of that stuff. My thing is, ladies, and that's funny. While promoting this, what we got going on right here, I was saying, if you're gonna do something, do it right. If you're gonna
Hmm.
get a BBL, at least get a certified doctor that knows what they're doing. Because we hear a lot of women. I just recently heard somebody went to, I think, the Dominican and to get a BBL and her kidney, and they got her kidney.
I did see that.
Yes, and I'm just like, are you doing this for you? Because if you were doing this for you, you would have made sure you done your homework.
Right.
But if you are doing this for somebody else, it definitely shows. But all I can say is, with Nikki, I gotta admit, I don't really listen to Nikki. She has some songs some songs I like Barbie Dreams, and of course, Save Me. I gotta get, I gotta give it to her, and she's done her thing. However, like I said, it's not her, it's the system, because everybody's like, where all the female rappers at? And one thing I can't stand about the media, I'm like, y'all are wishy washy. So y'all make a lane for these certain type of female rappers,
Hmm.
and then at the same time, oh, where are the female rappers that are actually have quote unquote substance and all that stuff? I'm like, they're out there. You're just not paying attention to them. You have the
Right.
platform. To, you have the platform to lift them up as much as you do this one, but you want this type, this type. That's fine and dandy, but don't play with my intelligence.
Right.
Don't be wishy washy and say, oh, where are that? I'm like, well, you're the one that's causing the saturation.
And I think a lot of women are running to that side because they feel like that's the only way I'm going to get that look from the industry is if I go over here, go under this knife, and then come out, what I'm saying, with that persona.
Yeah.
And I hate it. It sucks because it's like it's so many of these women artists that have a lot more to offer as far as a pen game.
Oh yes, and Cardi said when she did "Be Careful," she wasn't getting a lot of traction as opposed to talking about what she's known for,
Right.
being explicit and all that stuff, sexually explicit and all
Right.
that stuff. And it's just like, well, there's that, and then there's the people. I'm like, y'all are saying this, and the people we have now, like I said, we have social media now. Now things are more in our hand, but we're definitely complaining about it. I'm just like, okay, well, hashtag it.
I think it's in our hands as to popularity, but I think on the same time is like it's like you said earlier, he who hold the goals rules. They're still in control of who getting that big bag.
and that, oh yeah, a certain somebody, and please don't say his name.
Mm-mm.
Oh, we're not gonna. A certain
Mm-mm.
somebody is, you know, is proving that right now, and we're not gonna say his name
No,
because my thing is,
there we go.
I, I'm just,
Now we can talk a little more freely.
yeah, yeah. I'm sick of the antics of this certain individual, and if
I,
you have a brain, you know who I'm talking about.
I
And
think with this said individual though, if you pick through a lot of what he's saying, he's not wrong. But
no,
timing and delivery are horrible at best. And it's coming out so scattered. It's kind of hard. Like you got to take this piece, put it with that one, put it with this one, and be like, okay, he said
of course,
this.
yeah, of course, he's not wrong, but it would be easy to take his message. Like I said, people, y'all know who we talking about. We ain't even got to say his name.
Mm-mm. Even with their parental advisor, we still ain't saying it. Not happening.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Pretend that he's Bruno. We ain't talking about him.
Nope. Mm-mm.
No, 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 no. But yeah, but the thing that gets me with this said individual is his contradiction and his hypocrisy.
I think because a lot of his message comes out scattered, so we don't really know which part goes with which part.
That and now let me get at the people. Y'all reward bad behavior. We're in a day and age where bad behavior is rewarded.
Mm.
Yeah, because I was done with this individual when he talked about a rapper when the rapper was mentioning mentioning weed, and this said individual thought that dude was talking about his wife, and then bringing in this rapper's son into it because of who he dated in the past, which is this rapper's ex. And that's when I was completely done with this individual. I'm like, okay. Now, yes, he apologized, but I'm like, is it really sincere? Because if somebody talked about your child because they assume that you were talking about them, is an apology, on any type of medium forum, is that gonna square away anything, or
It
I'll
depends on the
accept your
person
apology.
you're
I'll accept your
apologizing to.
apology when I put my hands on you. You have to answer for that.
I mean, there and in certain situations, sometimes you know what, even a outwardly public apology isn't enough, and then sometimes well, he jumped the gun, he didn't mean it. I forgive him. Give me a free beat, and then all is good.
But again, a barter. So, like you said, had to pay, to make it right. Okay, that's a freebie will help make it right. Again, that's a barter. But I would still have to smack somebody. I'm not a mother, but I know that if somebody try to get at me and then they bring my child, especially you know, a child that's actually a child, I'm like, I'll forgive you after I kick your ass, basically.
I mean, hey, it's like you said, it's a barter. My foot, your ass, your apology.
And a
I don't.
freebie.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see nothing wrong with that. That sounds like the perfect give
And
and
that
take situation.
and ask whooping and a free beat. And like I said, like I said, he probably has yes men around him. Like I said, because he's the one bringing it in, and they want the benefits of being with a superstar. There's not somebody saying, "Look, you need to calm the fuck down."
I don't think he's had those people since mom died. To be honest,
And that and
he
that
hasn't
and
had those people around him since then.
about I'm so sick of that. He such and such ain't been the same since his mom died. Nas' mother died. We don't. The only time you heard Nas have any problems was with his baby mama's, ex-wife. I can't call Khalees a baby mama because that's an ex-wife.
Ex-wife.
But other than that, and then of course the Jay-Z beef. But other than that, have you heard Nas, acting a fool?
But if you
No.
listen to realest nigga alive, Nas got it all out then.
Yeah, but again, have you heard but have you heard, especially as time, as he became, more of a man, especially the man that he is today, has he wilded out in said individual's fashion? Hell, before Ice T was Ice T, he lost both his parents, and Ice T, that's one of the most solid individuals in the game.
Hmm.
He's not the only one that lost a parent.
I get that. I get that. But that relationship and that grief process is very different. And one thing I always say about black people, we do not seek group counseling as much as we should.
I agree. I definitely agree with you on that one. So, but he has the resources to get himself help, but he chooses not to. And the first thing to solve a problem is you got to admit that you're the problem.
Gotta admit the problem first. First step is admittance.
Yeah, but he's done.
Hmm.
But he's done that, and then he's back to his antics. And we are. Yes, I do know his mental problems, but like I said, you're a fucking adult dog. You know right from wrong. And if your mother was here, would she approve of this?
And it's funny about that. Even when we start talking about right and wrong, what's bad about it is even the moral compass. A person's moral compass can be relative too. You know what I'm saying? I know some people that actually had conversations with their parents after they did something wrong. Me, I got my ass handed to me, and then I got a chance to wake up 2 hours later for some ass whooping spaghetti, take a bath, and go back to bed. But I know people who actually like their parents sat down and had conversations about what makes you do what you did. Yeah, my mom's one hand. She didn't want to hear why you did it. She just want to know, look, you got them paying for it. So even how a person develops a moral compass is relative and not really defending said individual. Like I said, for about I'm more or less about 70-30 with them. Because a lot of it I agree with. I just feel like it's how you're giving it, it's the timing that you're giving it, it's the fashion that you're giving it in. I mean, Drink Tramps had to
Mm.
drop a whole show because you like they had to pretend like this show doesn't exist.
And that's on. We can say this one thing. That's on Nori, and we gonna put DJ FN. We gonna put him in it because it seems like Nori gets all this. It's like, up, you getting drugged in
Oh no,
it.
no, no, no. You're here too.
My JC Rocket gets at everybody, and I'm like, you wanted clicks and views, that's fine. But now
Hmm.
that you're getting your behinds handed to you, because I'm just so sick of people apologizing, especially when they're adults. We all make mistakes, even as adults. But when your intentions have been shown, you wanted the clicks and views, and then when you get it, but get the backlash for it, and now you're apologetic. I'm like, what? Just my thing is standing your shit.
That's I said that with the Nick Cannon situation. Stand on that shit, Nick. But once
Exactly.
again, once we start talking about a certain demographic of people, and I was telling my cousin this, they're what they're gonna do, they're gonna start closing money doors around you. That particular group, they're not gonna come back in the media, they're not gonna back and forth with you. No, you're gonna start seeing money doors getting closed. Nick saw it, Reverend Al saw it back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Kanye's really getting a damn. I said the name. I mean, said individual is really catching it right now because they start closing media doors. Like doors will start closing, and next thing you know, money starts drying up.
Mm. Exactly. Well, but again, we already knew this. And what is him calling? What is this said individual calling them out and calling them out? You know that point's been proven all the time. But and this is another thing. Now, our people. Now, what we gonna do about it?
We're divided as usual.
Exactly.
You got you
Because
got you got half of us saying that he's crazy. another part of us saying that they agree, and then you got another part just like, uh, you know, you always have that one part that just be like, well, shoot, I ain't in it. That his business.
Yeah, exactly. And my thing is, does he have some points? I mean, like I said, I don't pay attention to him. Even though he floods my freaking timeline, I'm like, okay, let me go read. Let me go read something. Let me use that as an example to make myself better. Because before we can change the world, we have to change ourselves. Before we can get at the at our community, first we got to get at our community that wants to go in go forward, go in the progressive, go where black life does matter. But first,
Mm,
it has to be us.
true.
Yeah, because my thing is, hey, if that's how you feel, I'm not gonna police you. I'm not gonna correct you. If I know you are acting a fool, I'm just gonna get up and walk away and wish you the best. I don't wish no ill will towards him. You
Yeah, I mean,
know,
and it
but
really depends on how really depends on how I feel about you as a person. Because if you're somebody I deem to be close to me and you showing your ass, I'm like, yo, right now you tripping, cuz. And if I give you that, that's enough to say you tripping, cuz. Cause guess what? When I'm tripping, I need somebody to tell me the same thing.
yeah,
And then if you go on with it after that, well, I gave you what I could give you. After this,
yeah,
I'm like I said, we are grown people dealing with other grown people. Now, my son, I'm gonna drag him out by his face, whole face.
yeah, it does. It doesn't matter if your son reached billionaire status.
Nah, it don't matter if he reads 6 feet tall. I'm dragging him out by his face. I just gotta reach up to do it at this point. No problem.
Exact, exactly, or that OG punch in the gut, like,
Whoo, that damn solar plexus be killer. Shit.
oh yeah, oh yeah, believe me, when my brother did wrong and my dad had to get into him, I heard that ripple effect in the chest, and the door was closed.
That's where your breath went. Your next breath you feel take with it just
Yeah.
it just never comes out right. I know I've been there.
Oh shoot, my mom did that. Your soul leaves your body. You're like,
And
and
then you
then it
trying to
comes back.
trying to reach for it, right?
Like, yeah, but again, but like I just said, he just needs a good ass whooping and all that stuff. Yes, he have points? Yes, but that doesn't mean he should get away with his bad behavior. That's all,
Absolutely.
people. If we really love, if we really love these people that we say we do, then we gotta call them out when they're wrong.
That is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
because another part of the antic is, who he married.
Such a contradiction to that song, Gold Digger.
Again, to be fair, and we can say her name, Kim Kardashian. She grew up privileged.
She
That's
did.
one. I don't know why. I just love how privileged people, they want to be cool and down and ratchet, and it's like, and then these people that are self-made, that come up another from another environment, and they bring a cool factor with them. Because let's face it, hip hop, we make something out of nothing, and the whole world catches on. That
I mean,
that's the thing.
that goes back to the origins because the South Bronx looked like a war zone in 1976, 77, 78, around that birth time of hip hop. So
But with the graffiti, it's like it made it beautiful. With the dances, made it beautiful. With the block parties, it makes it beautiful.
and
Even
that
in
goes to what you were saying too about making a little bit into more.
yeah, but then now here comes bringing that cool factor. Now these rich kids, they hip to it, and they're thinking, oh, I gotta act like them to show that I'm cool. YouTuber Lovely T, the Kardashians, with the exception of Kim, we gotta admit they pride themselves on being baby mamas when they're children of a lawyer. The Kardashians, at least, the Jenner, obviously Caitlyn is a Olympic athlete, but still a gold medal athlete. But the Kardashian kids, y'all grew. I understand your parents divorced, but y'all grew up privileged.
I mean, I'm saying Robert Kardashian and OJ Simpson were best friends.
Exactly.
That's
And
like they called him Uncle OJ.
yeah, Uncle OJ, and then of course people are saying, AKA Chloe's dad, but that's neither here.
Who knows? Who knows?
That's neither here nor there, but that's why I'm like with Kim Kardashian, I'm passing, now I want to be a lawyer and all that stuff. And I just think, that's just things, Kim Kardashian does to make famous. Cause my thing is, bitch, you could have been a lawyer. You could have owned your father's practice. But again, she
Years ago.
and I'm just like, Camille Vasquez proved, having a profession can make you famous and depending on who you represent. Because let's face it, Camille Vasquez came up with the Johnny Depp case.
Yeah. I mean, but if you look at it at the same time, think about Rob Kardashian. Rob Kardashian was a family court lawyer. But because he was friends with OJ and ended up on their dream team, his name ended up a household name along with Rob Shapiro, along with Johnny Cochran. I mean, yeah, Johnny Cochran had got known for representing Todd Bridges before that, but
Yeah,
OJ made Johnny Cochran a household name. Like everybody
exactly.
made their name on that OJ Simpson trial.
And Kim could have been the daughter of famous lawyer Robert Kardashian. Nope, she had to do it off a sex tape. And then now she's crying because now that she has children, and one of her boys, they see this meme with Kim Kardashian talking about her sex tape, and it's just like, it's called consequences, mama.
Yeah.
And then you know we gonna say Bruno and Ray J now want to say, oh, they use black men, and they're just like, hold on now. Yes, they do, but you were a willing participant. You can't just put it all on them.
That is true. Y'all were there. It's one of those type things. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
all on them.
yeah. My
So let's
thing is
let's not scream the self exploitation on the tape where there was two people on it.
exactly, but again,
And
y'all
and and Bruno knew about said tape and still
exactly,
married her. Everybody
yeah,
knew about that tape at that point. As you
yeah,
still married her, bro. Like at that point, yeah, you really can't even talk about the tape, G. You can't talk about
and
the tape.
and then I just love how he's trying to slut shame her, and it's like, hold on, you knew, but I'm like, nigga, you knew who you married.
You knew. Everybody saw that tape at that point. It's almost
Um,
like you saw the. It's almost like you saw the tape and fell in love. Like, ooh, I'm gonna marry her. You know how like they asked Mike Tyson how did he get into Robert Givens and he saw an episode of Head of the Class. Well, Bruno saw a tape and was just like, oh, I want her.
yeah, and Lovely T breaks it down because it said that Bruno has a porn addiction, and then of course looking at her, and you know that, and it led into that, and being that she got the it girl status,
Yes, she did.
and and of course she's exotic. And I gotta admit, I did watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians when they were coming up. They had a lot more juice about them because it wasn't my favorite Kardashian was Chloe back when Chloe had self esteem.
I'm gonna be honest. So I always have to pair them up with who they're with. Is Chloe the Lamar Odom Kardashian?
Yes,
Oh,
Lamar Odom, that's what the Tristan Thompson's baby mama.
wait a minute. The same one was with Tristan Thompson? I thought
Yes,
that was a different one. Well, you know what? I never kept up with them after. There's
like I say,
I always
they
say Kim and her sisters.
yeah, like I said, they changed, but now I will have to say, it would be Courtney because Courtney, she ain't with the foolishness. Hell,
So
she'll even call out Chris on her foolishness.
So wait a minute. So Courtney was with Lamar Odom, and then she was one with Tristan Thompson. So we know what that means then.
Chloe, that's Chloe. Chloe was with Lamar Odom and now with Tristan Thompson.
That's Chloe. Okay.
Courtney was, Courtney was with her baby daddy Scott, and now she's married to Travis Barker,
The
and which I
drummer?
don't know.
You talking about Travis Barker, the drummer? What was that? Blink 182, right?
Yes,
Okay. So Chloe makes your rebound total go down. That's what I'm starting to notice.
makes what?
Your rebound total. Cause I'm gonna be honest, that championship game with Cleveland against Golden State, Tristan Thompson couldn't get shit off the glass. But he was with Khloe Kardashian. That's what it is.
That's
See,
so fun. The
I'm figuring it out now. Okay, so your rebound totals are gonna plummet if you're with Khloe Kardashian. I got it now.
but here's the thing. I asked my brother one time, and I said, if you're obviously if you're a man, you probably know who he was before he got with the Kardashian. But let's keep it real. Lamar Odom, I knew who Lamar Odom was. I knew who Lamar Odom was way before he got with Chloe. But
Uh,
I didn't know who Tristan Thompson was. And I told my brother, okay, we're gonna put Tristan Thompson in the ranking. Obviously, he's not in LeBron, Steph Curry, James Harden. We know he's not even Lamar. So I did this. That this is LeBron and the rest of them.
huh.
Okay, so I did this, and my brother said lower.
Lower.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Right. I'm just thinking in my head, you're 7 feet tall and you can't snatch off the glass. That's my
I'm
problem.
thinking,
Damn the
bro.
Kardashians thing. You can't get. You're supposed to be averaging at least 8 to 10 rebounds being that tall, and it's
He,
against Golden State. Golden State's a very small, fast team. You supposed to have 20 rebounds that night, and you mean to tell me that Draymond Green is out rebounding you?
my thing, but also my thing is this, dude. If you go on YouTube, there is not a highlight reel on Tristan Thompson, not even a layup. How you a basketball player and you ain't got no highlight reel? But put Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian. Yeah, I'm like, dude, you're known for your drama than your basketball stats.
That is
See, at
damn
least at
sad.
least Antonio Brown got highlight reels, and that motherfucker crazy.
And Lamar Odom does. And if he does it, he should. Because Lamar Odom, I've watched his career since he was at University of Rhode Island. I remember when he got drafted to the Clippers. I remember when he went to the Lakers. Um, where else did he play?
And the thing, but I wish Lamar would have taken this to the grave. It's like, so you left Taraji Henson for Khloe Kardashian. I'm like, bro, take that to the grave.
Wait a minute, he left Taraji? I've been trying to get at Taraji since I graduated high school, saw Baby Boy, and I was like, that's gonna be my wife. I thought if I do it like Mike Tyson, it'll work minus all the violence. So if I just like look at a woman on TV, I claim her on the screen, and boom, she ends up my wife.
You manifested that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's never worked because Jill Scott messed around and got married on me twice. Taraji, she belonged to somebody else. Um,
I'm single.
really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I got time. All right, y'all. So we cut the dope show short tonight because I gotta go find Taraji P. Henson. Y'all check out JC. Let me give a shout out
Yeah. Yeah.
to my
But think
people in the.
about it.
I've been having people in the chat hollering at me. They ain't said nothing to these folks. We kind of ignored them accidentally on purpose. I got Squirrel in the building. What's up, Beef? I got Cutter Codeine. Y'all, if y'all didn't watch last week's show, this gentleman right here has this gentleman right here. That's all I can really say on that. Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
my.
but think about it, think about it, DJ Agony.
Mhm.
If you left Taraji for Chloe and you're mostly known for being with Chloe, because I'm just like now I'm noticing the dudes are kissing and telling because Taraji, obviously she didn't play the bitter woman and all that stuff. Taraji didn't even mention it. I'm like, Lamar, why did you open your mouth? You should have took that to the grave.
I mean, speaking of taking things to the grave, I think the same thing about Irv Gotti.
That's
Like,
what I was about. I was about to segue into
dude,
that.
you was looking like a sucker on Drink Champs, bruh. Cutter Codeine said OJ did that shit. I know, bruh. I know. But however, just
Again,
moving right along from that.
we were, my thing is we were rooting for like Cheryl Underwood said, we were rooting for Johnny Cochran. We don't care about OJ.
That is facts. Yo,
But a
Johnny was
win is a win.
that's how
If
we
the,
got our win.
and if the glove don't fit, you must
Must
quit.
quit. Robert Young in the building. What's happening with the shouted consequences and personal responsibility and accountability? I'm gonna be honest. Those illities that you were mentioning, yeah, they're a lost art nowadays. So lost
Yeah.
art, lost cause. But yo, let's jump into some music right quick, man. Cause I'm gonna be honest, we'll sit here and talk about OJ goofy ass until the cows come home.
And of course, Irv Gotti. I'm Irv, like
Yeah.
Irv.
So what we gonna do? We gonna jump into some of the good music right quick, and then I don't, y'all. If anybody that follows the dope show has seen some of the cool shit I got going on behind the scenes right there.
Thinking everyone your friend to have your ass looking for.
Hold up, before we get into the damn words, 'cause it'll just come in and start playing. Yo, tell these folk, man, what is we fit to listen to? You notice got the look at the artwork. Yo, she got real artwork.
Yes. Shout out to my boy Mix Done It. He does all my cover art, and and shout out to DJ Hadouken, because he, when I saw DJ Hadouken's cover, I'm like, who the artist? He sent it to me, and then I'm like, yo. And then when he came up with that, I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. So this one was 2018, and I was still developing my voice. So if I'm seeing cringy, I'm just like, I've grown since then. But I'm glad that you listened to the words. But recognize the enemy. We definitely gotta recognize the enemy, who we surround ourselves by. Because as I got older, I've been saying, watch the company you keep.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the company you keep, because there are people that whose lives are ruined, or they're not here anymore because of who was around them. And it's not people on the outside most of the time, it's really people that's in the inside.
The people that's sitting right next to you, and if if just hearing it from DJ Agony or JC Rocker doesn't help, just read the story of Julius Caesar.
Exact. A story of Julius Caesar, Samson and Delilah, and shoot, I
Answer the
even
pilot. It was the one that was right in the bed with him that got him.
and what I'm saying is, because we've heard that, love thy enemy. That's one thing I disagreed. Now I'm like, God, I get, don't, you don't have to react to certain things and stuff like that. But as far as loving thy enemy, I'm just like, I don't hate them, but I'm not gonna love them, because my thing is, I can't give somebody peace when they give me war.
That's true. Two totally different sides of a duality. Yeah,
If you
cannot do
think
that.
if you think less of me, you will see less of me. That's my revenge. You don't get blessed with my presence,
Yep.
and you don't.
Presence is
And
a
my
present.
thing is, you don't gotta have me as a friend, but you definitely don't want me as an enemy.
Amen to that shit.
Yep.
But yeah, so we jumping into this joint, recognize the enemy. JC, wait a minute, you supposed to be introducing this. I'm a pit. None of your business.
Okay, what's up, worldwide? This is one of my babies. Recognize the enemy, produced by the awesome, the dopest said wines. So definitely get a chance to listen to it, add it to your life, and just listen to the words, and live by them, and woosah with it. Put it, and use it as a workout. Be like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, this that super set right here, y'all.
yeah.
Ain't no room for no sheep. When I
Come
open when
on.
you sleep. It's time to have a real conversation. JC's word. I'm all about the love, but not about being stupid. Thinking everyone your friend and have your ass looking foolish. Disappear when shit go down, but once you all in they bullshit. Before a motherfucker play me, I'ma make them pause it. Them bitches get the rectangle. I'm cat debates crazy. Fucking right they ankles. Misery for the enemy on sight. No sympathy, no mercy, damn right. Why love your enemy when you ain't gotta fuck with them? Don't even gotta throw no shade, just let karma get them. Personally, I prefer not to be near them. Cause a liar's kryptonite is the true serum. Deception land is where they choose to reside. And they favorite type of people are the ones that are blind. I ain't nice anyway. Fuck being kind, I know they bitch asses ain't gon' even like this rhyme, yo. Ain't no room for no sheep. When I open when you sleep. Better recognize the enemy. Better recognize. I don't break bread with them. I don't eat with them. I don't underestimate. I don't sleep on them. Wanna kill a snake, gotta crush the head. Wanna kill a snake, gotta crush the head. They favorite time of day is perfect opportunity. Come between you and your people to disturb the unity. Cut the deal first just to get immunity. Praise you in your face, then turn around and call scrutiny. Man, they doing the devil's work for real. They see you as a prey, yo, they going for the kill. Some of y'all pray for them, y'all do what you feel. When you cross miss, rockin' your damn fate seal. Best fucking believe that I will deliver. Once I sign them off, no return to sender. That karma gonna come through by express. I'ma show you it's a failure, I'm the one to test. I detest anyone insult my intelligence. Tryna be a topic, I make you fucking irrelevant. Misery loves company, so I'll be having sin. Dare to flip your demons on me, I'ma be hell-bent. See through like glass, cause they breakable. Nobody get a pass, most capable. Agony and everything, watch your back. They're sharpening the daggers just to aim at your back. See through like glass, cause they breakable. Nobody get a pass, folks capable. Agony and everything, watch your back. They're sharpening their daggers just to aim at your back. Ain't no room for no sheep. When I open when you sleep. Better recognize the enemy. Better recognize. I don't break bread with them. I don't eat with them. I don't underestimate. I don't sleep on them. Wanna kill a snake, gotta crush the head. Wanna kill a snake, gotta crush the head. A lot of y'all tryna be liked by everybody. Everybody ain't gon' like you. You tryna be everybody's friend. Fuck that. Y'all can call me mean all you want to. I'd rather be mean than played. Some of y'all on that sucker kumbaya shit and then be like, what happened? You open yourself up to the wrong people and wonder why shit happens to you cause you let it happen, you allowed it. That ain't gonna work in this camp, not rocker. Said once, we tried to tell them the truth, but hey, the lie's more entertaining.
Yes, indeed. Yo, hey. I tried to tell them the truth, but the lies was more entertaining. I love it.
Yeah, shout out to Cutter Codeine. She got bars and that you like me. I definitely appreciate that. I'm humbled by that. Thank you.
Here's the thing with Cutter too. Cutter is, I don't know what made him pause in his progression, but that dude can rap and sing, yo. Freestyle. Off like old school freestyle off the skull. Like he still got them skills. I know he can. Cutter, drop something in the chat, let these folks know, man. Is you still writing and doing your thing, man? Drop something in the chat, let them know. Cause yo, I'm telling you, when I have him on here, he gonna bless y'all with something. I know he is. I'm gonna make him do it. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep cutting his mic on and off until he do it. But let me ask this. So when I was going through your music earlier, I heard that one. That one sounded, I would say that one had the more of a different sound. First question is, where you from?
From DeKalb County and grew up in Rockdale County. Okay, so far east side of Atlanta.
So between east side and far east side. That boy said he's still going. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about right there. Cuddle, we're gonna have to get up, man. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, you know, and that's not far from where I grew. I grew up right there in Decatur. So, you know.
Hold on, you kind of breaking up a little bit.
Really?
Kind of freezing.
Uh-oh. What about now?
Yeah.
Am I still frozen, or you just got me dancing for no reason?
Okay, now you're good.
Okay, okay, cool,
You
cool, cool.
you sounding a lot clearer.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say. But yeah, I was saying that, I grew up right there in Decatur, not too far from where we met. Off well, I wasn't off Glenwood, but yeah, I was, just literally a few exits down, a few streets over. Um,
Yeah, Bornstone Mountain. Grew up in Lithonia, mostly on the Panola Roadway, and then to Conyers.
right. Now when I was going through your music, I was listening to that one. That one sounded, like I said, the most different to me because that had a real New York 95 Brooklyn sound to it.
That a lot of people, think I'm from north. When I'm very, very mellow, it can be confusing. But when I'm hyped, then you definitely gonna hear the southern drawl come out of me. But I definitely understand that. But of course, I'm a hip hop head. I'm a '90s baby, and I
Yeah,
did grow up. I did grow up on the New York sound, and then of course, like you said, being a student, I did my homework.
you
New
definitely
York.
are. You definitely are. And that actually came up last night in conversation. Big shouts out to my boy Antonio Slim, who may or may not be somewhere in the building. Slim, if you in here, man, drop something in the chat. Let me know you're here. But you came up
And
in
he from North Carolina.
you came up in conversation because one thing that we both agreed on about you is that you are a student of this thing we call hip hop. This thing of ours, as they say in the mob movies, you are definitely a student from way back. We've had conversations to where it's like,
He,
and she know
he
about
had
that. She know about that too, and that too. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Now I take the gloves off at that point. I'm talking to you like, hey, like you was there with me, even though as far as age, I want to say it's about close to 10 years, give or take, more or less.
I'm a
However,
90s baby.
I'm an '80s baby, so yeah, and I'm
92.
right. Yeah, yeah. It's about close to 10 years. But nonetheless, it's like nah. So now you got to have that conversation like we was in the sixth grade together at this point, because now I see that your scope and your range goes far, which is a good thing. So
Oh yeah.
I think one of the things too we always talk about, particularly those years of like 94 to about 99, we call that the pocket. That was that hot bread time in hip hop. Like it was like you just if you were whack, you didn't get on the radio. You didn't make it to these certain shows or whatever. It's like
It
no,
should if you
and if you sounded like anybody, and that was one of my biggest issues with music today was that everybody sounded the same, and I felt like they sounded the same on purpose. But back then, if you tried to sound like somebody else, you got booed out the
biting.
building.
Oh yes, biting. But I remember when biting was a crime, and to me it's still a crime because you know nowadays people can't tell who's who. What's the difference between Lil Baby and Gunna, voice wise?
Crickets. I got nothing.
Not saying they don't have good songs individually, but I can't. And I'm like, you sound like who. Yep. I'm definitely all about originality. That's why I write my own shit. And when you see me perform, in the words of Prince, my mic is always on.
Mm. Big shouts out to Prince. He's ghetto gold. He's a legend.
Yes, of course. You
Right.
know, and as artists, especially now that Prince is gone, and I'm like, he taught us the game back in the '90s, and we're still
The same
making the same mistakes.
right. Because it's a lot of what said individual is saying now. Bruno, Prince said this in what, 93 when he changed to the symbol.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote slave on
Exactly.
his face.
Yes, because again, I'm like Bruno. I'm like, you're not saying anything new, and it's just that his following's like he's a genius. I'm like music wise, but he don't have common sense.
Well, nobody said he was just that great when it came to the SAT. Now, as far as sampling goes, yeah, he is one of my favorites.
What I
But
said, music wise, yes, he is.
yeah, but we didn't see them test scores. We didn't see his algebra 2 test scores.
Well, well, hey, just like another ended, Robert, gifted musician, but
Uh,
dang, we talking about two Chicago niggas.
you know what? It might be a sign.
We got love for Chicago. We got love for you, but what the hell is going on?
Man, damn Robert. Robert's heartbreaking because all,
Yeah,
all that came with it, and then we have to just and then somebody made such a valid point. I wish I could remember where I heard this, but the person that was speaking said, I don't believe he's guilty of everything they said he did. But we know for a fact he's guilty for at least one. And that's bad enough.
exactly. And oh, don't get me wrong. Watching the surviving R. Kelly, I was just like, you need to go to jail. You need to go to jail. You need to go to jail.
Yeah. The
I'm like,
I think the validation they were seeking with that, in my opinion, it backfired because it's like it made more people look bad than him look bad. More other.
exactly. It's like, yeah, he's a monster, but what makes a monster bad? Enablers. I mean,
people that
hell, the
people
whole
that people that fed the monster.
yes, that's what the whole Jeffrey Dahmer series was about. How he
Mm,
get away with it? He was enabled, and he got away
mm.
with it. When predators, when they get away with stuff, they keep doing it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you keep feeding them, they're gonna keep eating.
Hey, that's why that title was called Monster.
Yeah.
It's not that hard, people. Hold people, like we say, hold people accountable. Quit.
Man, look, accountability and responsibility. It's a lost art, but you know, it still exists
Common
though.
sense.
These are still laws of the universe. It just for whatever reason people forgot about them, and I'm like, why? I don't know. But yo,
Yeah, and
we
they
just
hide him.
oh, they would definitely hide those ones that particularly the people that's making the money like that. If you are still an asset, oh, by all means, we holding on to you. You gonna keep doing what you're doing. We'll keep feeding the monster because that monster is still a multi-million dollar, sometimes $1 billion asset. But it goes back to that other said group of people that we can't speak on. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, but again, like Charlemagne the God said, and people were trying to, make Charlemagne the God the bad guy when he said this. If you want to get away with something, do that to a black woman. I'm like, it's a true statement.
whoo,
Nobody, because again, nobody gives a damn about us. But had Robert did this to the other group, oh, he
mm-hmm.
would have been. There. I don't think 12 play would have happened, and
No,
that's why. Remember in our interview when I said, as far as I'm concerned, Aaliyah's album is one in a million. Do I still listen? I still listen to some of his stuff because, especially Maxwell Fortunate, I'm not giving up Maxwell Fortunate
wait a
and
minute.
him
Robert
individually.
wrote that.
Yes,
Wow, damn,
yes.
that's
He wrote. You remember the movie Sparkle with the Jordan Sparks and Whitney Houston version?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember that he wrote half of the soundtrack. Especially the One Wing. I listened to it yesterday, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, waste of talent.
And it was funny because his first line of defense was talking about how he couldn't read, he didn't read music, he was illiterate. You was a goddamn lie. I heard too much of stuff that you got your name on for you to say that there's something wrong with you. He was trying to think of anything as a defense at
Of
first, and
course, and
it's
of
like,
course, but that's what predators do, and then try to gaslight. There are girls who are missing and that are really missing, and I'm just like, but like I said, I don't put the blame. I don't put the blame on him. And the thing that I didn't like, when it's 20 years of Aaliyah's anniversary of going home, that's mixed up with that. And I'm just like, the woman is dead, people. Why is she brought up?
Yeah.
A dead woman can't defend herself.
Right. So I mean, why even bring up that part of it? That part. Why? Like, we already know what happened. We already know what went on with that. Right now, you know what I'm saying? We're dealing with it. We dealt with it. Robert's serving time. We'll move on. If nothing else, let's get into the other shit. Okay, like I'll ask this question: favorite Aaliyah song?
Oh, I have to. Aside from the obvious hits, one she covered "Choosy Lover." For those that don't know, "Choosy Lover." Yeah, like you said, the Isley Brothers, but she also flipped it and made it like a hip hop version at the end, and I'm just like, and this was like written by Vincent Herbert, and I forgot the other producer's name. Forgive me, OG. But it's like you can tell that Vincent did the cover side, and then it's like choosy love. That the ladies in the house, you can definitely tell that whole album was Timbaland, was definitely a Timbaland and a Missy vibe.
Absolutely.
Anything.
I think it's fun that you mentioned the Isley Brothers because At Your Best was an Isley Brothers cover.
Exactly. And then, of course, Robert did stuff with the Isley Brothers, so all that, the music business is big, but it's small.
Right. I'd have to say my favorite was We Need a Resolution.
Of course. Again, anything with Timbaland and Missy, that's always going to be my favorite. No offense to the other producers, but I'm like, with Robert, she got recognized, but with Timbaland and Missy, there's always that album that take you to the stratosphere. For Michael Jackson, that's Thriller. Rihanna, Good Girl Gone Bad. For Aaliyah, One in a Million took her to the stratosphere.
Ooh. The actual song One in a Million it hit. Because I get what you're saying. And going back to Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, I'm gonna be honest, as much as I'm a fan of Robert as a musician, as a producer, I don't think he could have because like we talking about somebody who's doing this at first and then we need a One in a Million comes out and she goes straight up. It's not gradual anymore. It was straight up, and it was like, ooh. I don't think Robert could have done that for her the same way Missy and Tim did.
But again, but remember the energy. Of course, Robert couldn't have done that because what man who's damn near 30 is matching with a teenager?
I was more so matching with what Tim was doing. Damn it.
You don't match with a man unless, obviously it's your DJ and, y'all be in uniform. But other than that, if you match him with a dude, he's your, that's your man. And in this case, no, that's not her man. We're talking about a teenager.
Right.
And that was a time where they could sweep it under the rug.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot we didn't see or hear about, and it was speculation once it hit those papers or whatever.
Like, yeah, nah. and I took her word for it. She said she wasn't married. I'm like, okay, cool. We kept it moving, and which is why I say this. I'm not glad that she's dead. I do wish she was still here, but I'm just glad that she's with God because she doesn't have to deal with this anymore. Because of how now we're talking about mental health. Now I'm looking at her pictures different, and I'm just like, how are you feeling? What were you thinking? Did you cry? Did you have a support system? Did you cry alone? And I even want to ask Missy because Missy did a song with Robert on "This Is Not a Test."
And is anybody feeling freaky? That one?
No, that's what I'm talking about. because I'm just wondering. Missy is also a survivor,
Mm.
so and we don't say this out loud. Aaliyah is a survivor, and if
Mm.
they were, and I wonder if they talked about it because your best friend, that's who you tell your darkest secrets to, you know. But like Dame said, Aaliyah tried to move on from it and she didn't talk about it. So if she didn't talk about it, then that's she had the right to not talk about it, and you know. But
That's
I doubt that Missy would work with her best friend's predator
but she did.
if she knew.
Well,
If,
yeah,
if
if she
Aaliyah talked
knew, because you got to think for years it was speculation.
yeah, and
Did
again,
we ever like during that time period get for real confirmation?
no, and again, it's a we would have to summon Aaliyah, which I don't do that type of stuff. I believe, hey, move
That's
on.
above that's above my pay grade. You on that other
That's
side,
above. That's
stay
above. Yeah, that's above that's above my spiritual realm. But like I said, if she didn't talk about it, then she literally took it to the grave, and that's why I
there.
said I'm glad that she doesn't have to deal with this no more. Because imagine if she was alive, she probably would have been a witness and would have had to.
Would have had to relive it. That's
Yeah,
rough. I feel you. Yo, first of all, I got somebody, and yo, people, I don't know what it is about your privacy settings, but somebody coming in and saying, hey, Facebook user. Now, I'm assuming you're a miss. Hopefully, you're not a missus, and I really hope you're not a mister.
I'm like they're talking to you, I guess, because this is your platform.
Yeah, but since your Facebook page is so very private, we don't know who you are. Drop your name in the chat. Let us know who you are. And hey, back to you, sir and or ma'am, miss or missus. Let's jump into this next record, man. Tell these folk going on with they goddamn out my character. I'm telling you, artwork is crazy with this one.
Again, same guy, Migs done it. Shout out to him. And out of my and I'm glad that he put the wolf because I identify with the wolf because a wolf is not to be fucked with. Um,
That's why I don't do it.
yeah. So again, another one produced by Said Wines, and it's featuring his 80 grand artist, Hope Trilly. She's killing it on the rap battle scene, and she got her own song. Do Say Talk is coming up. Make sure y'all get Quake. Make sure y'all stream Pressure. Like me and Hope, we just decided to be on a song, but me and Said, we were cooking up something. And I said, I wanted that Joyner Lucas and Logic ISIS, type feel. And
Mm.
then oh, I got that. And I'm like, it fit perfectly because the line that I had, I was like, I was on my nice shit. Now I'm on my bitch shit. And then, because you had to do bitch shit. And then that's how this song came about. And then I asked Hope she want to be on it. She's like, yeah. And this is our first, collaboration. And I hope that it leads to many more. But Out of My Character is just trying to keep your composure. But again, it's obvious that people are not raised or they're trying to impress people. So they think they mess with somebody who's they deem weak or they deem quiet. And it's all about when people underestimate you and then you have to show who you really are. And they, by the time they try to avoid they try to leave the situation, it's too late.
Oh no, they
There,
don't woke that wolf up now.
yes, there's smoke, possibly blood. Now we have now everybody is going to have a bad day.
Makes for a long day, but yo, we about to jump into this Out of My Character. JC Rocker, Hope Trilly, and the Wolf. The Wolf's in the song too. If he not, he gonna be in the next.
Said why?
It's a she.
Exactly.
Rock.
Girl Wolf.
Trilly. I was on my nice shit, now I'm on bitch shit. Cause you had to do bitch shit. I was gonna be classy, but you wanna challenge me. Now I gotta do a switch. You just turned on my petty. You activated the smoke alarm, you better be ready. Fully yourself, empty your own common sense. I ain't asked for a loan, bitch, keep your 2 cents. Tryna be relevant, but you are a nuisance. Sad part, you just don't get it. Can't take a hit, but you wanna give orders. God damn it, you really a stupid bitch. Me taking advice from you, might as well as a poor person. How to be rich, wasn't ready for the turn up. Now you wanna back down. Motherfucker should've just mind your business. Ain't nobody asked you. Better sit your ass down and eat your food. Can't cash me, just check, now I'm going for your neck. Now I got a diss cause you don't respect. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. Goddamn.
Got me out my character, none to lose. Haters throw salt when they open the wounds. Don't ask me shit, I don't follow rules. We ain't have shit, you grew up with a spoon. Run me mine, I'm back to basics. It's fuck, you pay me like tax evasion. My niggas riding like a taxi waiting. Got problems with me, that's a bad equation. This ain't a game, now you know you in trouble. I don't do sorries, I'm busting your bubble. Anything I touch, I triple or double. It's arms around, but we don't wanna cuddle. Big truly boss shit, yeah I'm one up. Shoulda never said none. You don't want none, young but I'm OG. On the come up, tell them if they run up, get done up.
Ain't nobody asked you. Better sit your ass down and eat your food. Can't cash me, just check, now I'm going for your neck. Now I got a diss cause you don't respect. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. Goddamn.
Nah, they don't want the smoke, not the one you should provoke. Have my back against the ropes, they just mad I got the
Get a check for me, but never check me. Staying in the light, count your blessings. Had it out for me, but got hit for me. Chasing clouds, got you looking messy. Ain't nobody asked you. Better sit your ass down and eat your food. Can't cash me, just check, now I'm going for your neck. Now I got a diss cause you don't respect. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. Goddamn. Rocker, Trilly, 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 rocker, Trilly.
That shit crazy. That shit crazy. God, nigga said, I ain't got check for me, but they ain't never checked me. It's like, nigga, give my goddamn money. I love it.
Exactly. I said, but I'm basically saying have a check for me, but never check me.
Nigga,
That's the only way check and me and you are going to be in the same sentence. Having a check for me, but you can never check me.
Nigga, look, be checking for a meal. You got there, have a check for me. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that shit right there, like, that shit
Yeah.
crazy. That shit
Yeah,
crazy.
no, of course. I ain't asking a loan, bitch. Keep it 2 cents. And by the way, who says female rappers don't collaborate?
You know what? I'm gonna answer that question in 1 second. Before we get to that, I just figured out who Facebook user is. That is Lady V, y'all. One half of DV Passion. They will be back. So to talk about all y'all sexual problems and needs, they will be back here on the Dope Show. And if you don't remember that episode, which is highly one of my favorites, because well, I was talking to 2 sexperts who were husband and wife. It was Ghetto Gold. If not, go to YouTube, go find that episode, watch it about 3 times, and keep your hands off yourself while you watch it. It's kind of weird. Don't do that. Or you know what? You can if you want. It's your house. Do whatever you want to do. Wash your hands. Change the sheets. But yeah, that's Lady V, one half of DV Passion in the building. What's happening with y'all? Like I said, you D Black need to be back on this side. Damn it. Is it? God damn it, I do that every week. Y'all need to be back on this side of the screen. We gonna link up. I'll be in the inbox. We'll talk. We got birthdays coming up too. Y'all definitely gotta fuck with me. So yeah, now we got that out of the way. Do female art? They should more. I'm starting to see it more with this new group that they are. Like you're seeing songs with Cardi and the City Girls, Lotto and Meg. You know what I'm saying? Like they are now, but at a time we did. Like we didn't see Missy and Foxy do anything together. I mean, not Missy. No. I said that wrong. Lil Kim and Foxy.
Yeah, but Lil Kim.
Missy worked with everybody.
Exactly, because I was about to say, I'm like, let's not play Missy. But Lil Kim.
Missy worked with everybody. I meant Lil Kim and Foxy.
Yeah, but they probably have, they probably have a lot of stuff. Probably have a lot of stuff going on, and they too grown women. Because my thing is, of course, there's other people, you know, playing that, oh, it's more juicy when females beef and all that stuff, and they benefit off it instead of these two women. There's a show called Feud about Betty Davis and Joan Crawford.
Oh,
Yeah, and it goes show you that this business is not shit, especially when it comes to women. It's like we like them, fighting and all that stuff. But I'm like, but if they ain't got a problem with each other, why y'all trying to start a problem? It's one thing if you don't like
controversy
somebody,
breeds cash.
cool. What you say?
I said controversy breeds cash.
Yes, controversy does bring cash, but again, it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt. Remember, media, the whole East Coast West Coast beef. Where's Tupac and Biggie?
Exactly. That was definitely the media that blew that out of proportion. They created that. They created the East Coast West Coast,
Exactly.
and in return, two artists who should be still here today are now not here. And I was talking to matter of fact, who was I talking to about that? I think it might have been Slim. I was talking to them about that Biggie died at 24, Pac died at 25. Like that's young. That's so
Exactly, and
young to be like it's over.
yeah, and then Biggie is a grandfather. His daughter has a child. So, but this kid is going to have to be like, your grandpa was the GOAT, was really the GOAT ever to do it. But but I bet you that kid would have loved to just have a conversation with their grandparent. And like I
I
said,
bet you his daughter
when it
would
comes to
because
hip hop,
his daughter was young when he passed.
exactly, and DJ,
Yeah.
yeah, CJ had to grow up without his father, and we have to and we definitely have to look at that.
Yeah. But yeah, I
And
mean, that's what the media give you though.
mm,
That's what you get when you're dealing with them.
mhm. Yeah, but do they? But notice that they're hyping it up when it comes to hip hop. Not saying they haven't done it to other genres, but they really hype it up when it comes to hip hop. Because I'm like, I ain't never heard y'all hype up, Johnny Cash versus Elvis, Dolly Parton versus Reba McEntire, and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
because
They do.
Johnny Cash and Elvis was dope boys. That's why it's like hell. We pop a couple of Quaaludes, we forget who we are and just be friends. High ass friends. Can't mess with two
You
drug
kind of
pops.
breaking up a little bit, but I kind of hear you.
Am I breaking up? God damn it. I'm gonna get a new mic, y'all.
Yeah, a little.
This makes me sad. I like my headset. Now I gotta get another one.
Still breaking.
Am I still breaking up?
Uh,
Uh-oh. We good?
my screen went off. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you and see you.
Now everything good, everything good.
All right.
But
Look.
but
Sometimes
yeah,
sometimes you gotta put the pliers on the TV and adjust the knob a little bit, y'all.
yeah, or probably because we talking about some deep stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that
They want
happens.
to fuck with the algorithm. They
Right.
want to fuck with the algorithm. But hey, I'm just like, you know, I guess black people going at each other, it sells. I'm like, yeah, it
Right.
sells until somebody dies.
Right. So I feel like
But then again, y'all get into
next time we want HD quality, I feel like we should just stage an argument.
exactly.
It'd be like, JC Right, use a goddamn lie about something. I don't give a fuck what you said, goddamn it.
Yeah, or like how folks are saying, you broke. What's up, Slim?
Hey, yo, we got Antonio Slim in the building. Slim, sit tight, man. Hold on, I'm about to send you something. Matter of fact, don't go nowhere, my guy. Matter of fact,
Yes.
this
Like I
this what
said,
we're
this
gonna do. Slim, do not get lost. Like literally, whatever you're doing, stop moving. Like you have to do him like this. Otherwise, he'll be right here in 1 minute. It'll be 2 weeks later. You hear from him again. Just serious shit. So what we gonna do?
that means always move.
Do whatever I want, what I want by myself.
We're gonna jump into another joint, and we're gonna get a hand on Antonio Slim. We're gonna get him in the bill. Yo, Slim, be still. Do not move. All right. So we got Solo or Squad. Tell us about this one. What is going on with this one here?
Solo or Squad, produced by my brothers, Click Tracks. Shout out to Midas Touch and Prometheus, dope producers from the DMV, by the way, of Atlanta. So Solo or Squad, I'm basically saying, of course, certain settings, time and a place to act for everything. But other than that, it doesn't matter if you see me by myself or you see me with my friends or a bunch of people. JC Rocker ain't gonna switch up.
That's real, and it sucks the fact that happens, and happens more often than not, to where you got folks that you don't even know which one you're dealing with today.
Of course, but of course, I was raised properly by my parents and all. If I'm gonna act different at a club or a lounge, or as opposed to how I'm gonna act at a black tie affair or a church. Like I said, that's called knowing how to act.
Right. Definitely.
But like I said, but my energy and my spirit, it is the same. I'm not a snake, I'm a wolf.
Yeah. If y'all don't believe me, rewind back about the last 5 minutes. 10 to whole wolf out here in these streets. But yo, we about to jump into this Solo or Squad, and we'll see if we can add on a guest in the building. Because I mean, it's Slim. What's a party? What is a dope show without Antonio Slim?
Yes.
Yeah, that dude is a party waiting to happen. Solo or Squad, y'all. We on here.
Yeah. JC Rocker. Click Tracks. Solo or Squad, I'm me. Solo or Squad, I'm me. I do whatever I want, by myself or with my team. Yeah, Squad or Solo, I'm good. Squad or Solo, I'm good. I'ma have the same energy, and do what the hell I should. What you see is what you get, no filter. 1,000, you ain't gonna find nobody realer. Nah, architect my own blueprint. What the next one doing, I don't give a shit. No, my vision in the tunnel and I'm focused. Yes, he got it out the mud, better know this. Better pay up front than to owe this. You in my view, but nobody wanna see you owe this. In case you forgot, I'm the coldest. If I'm new to you, all you gotta know is you overlook me, you gon' notice. It's hard not to see me, I'm the boldest. Personality loud like I'm potent. Keep thinking that I'm smoke, you can blow this. But I'm with it if you wanna bring the flames. You a gimmick, I'm real, we are not the same. Nah, Solo or Squad, I'm me. Solo or Squad, I'm me. I do whatever I want, by myself or with my team. Yeah, Squad or Solo, I'm good. Squad or Solo, I'm good. I'ma have the same energy, and do what the hell I should. Solo or Squad, I'm me. Solo or Squad, I'm me. I do whatever I want, by myself or with my team. Yeah, Squad or Solo, I'm good. Squad or Solo, I'm good. I'ma have the same energy, and do what the hell I should. Confidence in my eyes when I say hi. What up? Middle finger to the haters when I say bye. Shut up. Natural like my hair, ain't no lie. You beneath me, you get no reply. None. Automatic block and deletion. If it ain't face to face, I ain't tweeting. Nah, I'm grown, ain't gonna give a reason. Stay doing me, y'all, 4 seasons. Only thing changing is my cash flow. Hustle with the pen, so I flow. That's word to Terrence and Taraji. Original design, y'all copies. Even when y'all bitches bite, y'all sloppy. Be precise the strategy, y'all choppy. An outcast on the elevator going high. I'm drug free, but my self-esteem stay high. Solo or Squad, I'm me. Solo or Squad, I'm me. I do whatever I want, by myself or with my team. Yeah, Squad or Solo, I'm good. Squad or Solo, I'm good. I'ma have the same energy, and do what the hell I should. Solo a squad of me, I'm me. Solo a squad of me, I'm me. I do whatever I want, by myself or with my team. Yeah, you're squad or solo, I'm good. Squad or solo, I'm good. I'ma have the same energy, and do what the hell I should. I'm an introvert, but I'm extra. I wear my dopeness like it's leather. A damn fool, but the mind stay clever. A Georgia Peach and my roots in the Delta. Southern Belle raising hell wherever I go. No stop signs, always on go. Only real folks in my circle. You can't knock me down, a bitch stay vertical. The scary ass need a crowd for approval. Then thinking you a boss, you delusional. Institute nobody but God in me. Moving like the queen I am is the god of me. Royalty in my anatomy. You low level, you gon' stay mad at me. No matter all alone or with a posse, I'm still the same rocker, just watch me. Solo a squad of me, I'm me. Solo a squad of me, I'm me. I do whatever I want, by myself or with my team. Yeah, you're squad or solo, I'm good. Squad or solo, I'm good. I'ma have the same energy, and do what the hell I should. Solo a squad of me, I'm me. Solo a squad of me, I'm me. I do whatever I want, by myself or with my team. Yeah, you're squad or solo, I'm good. Squad or solo, I'm good. I'ma have the same energy, and do what the hell I should.
That would have like a real Halloween kind of feel to it.
That
Like,
yeah.
yeah, like and then we got somebody knocking at the door, man. What's up, bruh?
What up?
What's up, sis?
Y'all
How
know we
you
can't.
doing?
I'm chilling. I'm fucking awesome. About to head to the crib. You boy, I swear, this nigga we had me on the show the most random time.
Dude, that's how we do, man. You just pop up and then it's like, all right, 2 weeks later, I'm somewhere trying to chase down a turkey burger and then bam, you right there next to me. Like, what the hell?
I
Yo,
don't
for
know.
for the people that's been living in the woods in a cabin for the last X amount of years, man, tell them who you is, cuz, and what you do, bro.
Who am I?
Yes, sir.
Hi. What's my introduction tonight? Um, I'm tall. I bust stupid dope moves, and I get vagina with my father's features.
Yes, that's Antonio Slim, everybody.
And if y'all didn't know, that
And
is Antonio. That is Antonio Slim, man. That dude, like he just is, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a mold for a lot of people, but him, they didn't even break the mold. They just didn't bother to make one. It was just like, look, we'll just go for it. Do what you do.
yeah, and we're definitely grateful for him. Slim, I was telling them how we really met. We met at the Don't Flop rap battle at the old Apache.
We met before that. Remember?
Oh yeah, Apache did have something. You right? I'm tripping.
We met way before that. We met at Apache. It was like 2015. I remember that night. That night I know what I had on. I had on like a purple tape t-shirt. I had on my purple and black Jordan 1s, right? Wow. But I remember that shit.
My bad. But we really got close. We really got closer with the Don't Flop battle, and I was telling him that was the DNA and K time.
Oh yeah. Yo, have you watched the playback? Ever since? Have you watched the playback since?
Not lately, but hey, I remember I went back to work, and one of my coworkers was just like, "Who does she know?" And I'm just like,
Right.
yeah. I'm just
you was on stage. You was right behind K Shine and DNA, and I was on the bottom level.
Yeah.
I remember. That one was a little interesting. Now that's when they got into the fight that night. If I'm not mistaken. That's when the fight went down.
Yeah, they did, and they already talked. They already talked it out. I interviewed both parties on JC's Word on the SoundCloud. That was when JC's Word was still getting a little got little traction, but now it's coming more of a brand. But yeah, but they stopped it. But you gotta admit it was fun.
It wasn't really that serious. it was very much so fun that night. That was a classic night. Shout out to my boy
Yeah,
Ness. Ness was recording. I ain't talking to Ness, man. I gotta hit Ness up.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
we met at Apache. Then we
we made
we also did a song together for Dora.
mm-hmm.
We did a track
Man, y'all
together
got
also.
music. Y'all got music together, and I don't know about this. What the hell, man?
I didn't really, I that was my fault. I didn't, it's not released and all that stuff. But I will say, Antonio Slim said, you know, instead of that hard dick bubblegum, I still laugh at that.
Right. Yeah. I remember that session. I think the session was upstairs. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was upstairs. It was a dog outside. I was like, what the fuck? Is that a pit bull, nigga?
yeah, yeah. But D, he got his own home studio now. So
Yeah, that was a wild one. That pit bull was really just looking like he was vibing. Like the pit bull just been sitting there like, what's up, nigga? You rap? What's good, nigga? Like, yo, that was one. I remember that. Yeah,
yeah,
that one was.
yeah, we might not be around each other a lot, but Antonio Slim and JC Rocker, we have mutual respect, and we always have a good time. You know, we're gonna talk about some hip hop, and you know, we're gonna talk about some ridiculousness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's what you get with Antonio Slim. You get an anthology of music, as well as some random monkey shit to go along with it.
A
yeah.
lot
Uh,
of random shit.
yeah, a lot of random monkey
But I'm
ass
glad
shit.
he wasn't in our conversation when we were talking about Bruno.
Me, it's a good chance some fuckery goes down. I don't mean for it to happen. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. Like, oh god, man. But yeah. But I see you out here, new project, working on that. It's about that time. So
Yeah,
we doing an EP, we doing an album, we just dropping singles. So you
singles.
drop a lot. Yeah, you
Yes, I
drop
do. Yeah, I'm like, y'all know me, but the world doesn't. There's a method to the rockness. Yeah, I'm like, let me, still get some singles out, and then when I feel like, that y'all know that the rest of the world know me a little bit, okay, we can talk about projects.
No doubt.
Yeah,
But it
so
doesn't single or project,
just let me
I'm
know.
gonna pay for it.
But just know if you need a verse, you know.
You're in the art. You're in my collaboration artillery.
Let me know because right now I'm right now I'm ooh ooh. Let me know. 'Cause right now
So you feeling
I
yourself
am
now, huh?
I am in Super Saiyan mode.
Dig. Yo, hey, let's
That's my goal. I'm not going out unless I'm killing the stage.
I had a show last weekend. I was with Sadat X last weekend, and
Uh huh.
yeah, two things I've learned. Well, reiterated. One, I still got it. I probably have gotten better. And two, my fat ass needs to lose some weight. Man, doing like a 15, 20 minute set and you ain't did it in a long time. Like the last time I hopped on stage was like 2018. I've been on my Marvin Gaye shit. I haven't hopped on stage in four
Yeah,
years,
hell.
hey, just
and
just
now I'm
know
my
the
person.
last time Slim was on stage, I was the DJ. That happened.
But I've been writing.
Yeah.
I've stayed. I've been the pen never. I never. The pen was still. I was still shooting jumpers in the gym. I was still in the gym shooting jumpers, but whew, I still got it.
But
I
you
still
get,
got it.
but you can do the suicides.
Oh no, the pen is still That pen still nasty. That pen still prune juice nasty.
Oh God,
Mhm.
that's fucking disgusting.
Is still is she wearing glitter? What the
Once again, that's some random shit, y'all.
that bitch had on glitter? Okay, I'm a fault.
Dude, you know
Um,
it's Halloween weekend, G. You go get what you get this weekend.
I keep forgetting this Halloween week. I really do keep forgetting. Like I don't celebrate no holidays, yo. I don't
Yeah,
celebrate no holidays.
the only holidays we celebrate now that we grown is payday.
Payday and $2
And that's not
Tuesday.
even a holiday because that's more whole run my money because here come the bills. So that's not even a holiday. That's whole run
Big
my money.
facts.
Yeah, but that's what the reason why you ain't been on stage is because you building resources. People don't understand.
Man,
People look at some of these artists on TikTok, look at some of these artists, that has a popping SoundCloud, and I'm just like the rest of us that really know the game. You don't hear from us, here, there, here, because we're trying to make sure our business is right.
I mean, yeah, I what I do like about now, what I do like about now in today's climate of music, I love and I hate it. I love the fact that now artists have full control. Well, depending on your situation, you have full control over when you want to put out music. Because once upon a time, you could only put out music on Tuesdays, and then it went from Fridays, and now hey, you drop a project while you're taking a shit on the toilet.
Yeah.
I've been to that.
You can do that
Yeah,
now,
you know. Mhm.
and
Yeah,
you have that control. Um, but it's like on the flip side, you know, because you can do that, so much music comes out in mass quantities, and I hate that because it's like we're not giving music a time to process it. We're not giving music time to process it because it's like, okay, album comes out today, right? Album comes
Mm-hmm.
out today, and we only talk about it for like 1 or 2 weeks, and then it's okay, all right, moving on to the next project. We don't have time to really process that, and I think that in the long run, we as consumers are going to miss out on a lot of dope music because we're not giving it that time to process, and that is a problem, and that is a huge problem. You know, right here, it's right here, and it's a
yeah,
huge problem. And it's like, but then on the flip side, it's like you have to. It's like now you have to constantly promote, and you can't do it the old way of you know um, posting your music on Facebook and tagging like your whole friends list. That is like the worst way. Like, don't do that. It's like now you have to operate like a regular. Now you have to.
yes, you got,
And it's one of those things like getting to that is it's when you say like music doesn't have that much of a life cycle anymore, it's hard to find classics now.
But
Like
the crazy thing is,
how do we define a classic when the song only really had like a 2 or 3 week run?
I mean, okay, that's a great question. I think that is still possible because in the last few years, I've came across a couple of classics. Um, I think Kendrick Lamar, "Good Kid, Mad City" is a classic.
Dude, that's like 10 years ago.
But I'm talking like last decade is what I was going off of.
Okay, last 10 years, got you.
That would be considered a classic. Um, I was just saying this a couple of days ago. Thank you. Good night. I was just saying the other day that Frank Ocean's Channel Orange is a classic.
That orange, yeah.
Channel Orange is a classic. I think that in the next few years we can consider Tyler the Creator's Igor album classic. You know what I'm saying? I think now it's like, I think that's what's going to end up happening. I think a lot of motherfuckers going to go back in time and revisit shit and be like, damn, I missed out on this. Damn, I missed this project. And, you know, that's what's going to end up happening. Because even now in the 90s, a lot of shit got overlooked. And motherfuckers go back like, oh, like shit, Little Brothers, the Minstrel Show got slept on like a motherfucker.
I mean, we could say the same thing about like Reasonable Doubt. Like I remember people like listen to the Blueprint and then going back to listen to Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah,
you know,
digest it. So, but that's another thing. Is like music. The good thing about music is there's no expiration date.
Shouldn't be.
It doesn't.
We date ourselves a lot of times, so if we date on something, that's what leads to expiration.
But here's what I mean by that. Why I say music has an expiration date. Okay, like I give you an example. I was, when I discovered Marvin Gaye's "Hear My Dear," I think I was 23, maybe.
That album was about what, 40 years old.
That album when I discovered "Hear My Dear," "Hear My Dear" was pushing 30 years.
Right.
So, but for me at 23, 24 to discover Marvin Gaye, "Hear My Dear," and be like, oh shit, this album is crazy. And this is a 20 some odd 30-year-old album. Now, here we are now. "Hear My Dear" is like 44 years old.
Right.
This shit still, and then even with Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On," that shit is 50 years old.
That shit's timeless though.
You know what I'm saying? So I think
here's the thing though, Slim. You're talking about people like us, and I say us as the people in the room right now. You know what I'm saying? We look for that old shit. You know what I'm saying? We listen for it. We're the last of that generation that checks for it, because you have a generation now be like, I don't want to listen to that old ass shit. That shit old. Man, what's coming out?
You know what? I think it's half and half.
You think
it's half
so?
and half?
It is.
Yeah, because
like,
it's
okay. Well, I'm gonna ask you this: as a DJ, where's the other half? I fuck with them then, because I don't like the half that I get in.
I mean, nah, cause you know, fuck me up. I mean, nah, cause it's one of my little young boys I know. He's like 22, and it fucked me up one day. He busted out playing Wu-Tang chess boxing.
Oh, this rich chess.
And I'm like, nigga, how old are you? And then I'm going through his playlist, and he was playing a lot of old shit, and I'm like, nigga, how old?
Exactly.
So it's one of them things where, I mean, every generation has it. Every era is gonna have those ones who are gonna say, "Fuck that! I don't want that old ass shit. Give me what's new." And this, and we're in this era where, yeah, it's gonna be some who gonna want bang, 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 and then eventually you got the ones who they come back and they wanna. There is no that without this, and there's always gonna be some who's gonna come back and want to hear, oh wow, so this is where it started at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's half and half.
Yeah.
I don't think they're all like that. Like even like my niece.
I just haven't got the opportunity to meet that said other half, because for whatever reason, like God forbid you DJing and you play something that's 6 months old, man. That shit old, man. You ain't got the new one. You know what?
I mean, but it's not their fault, because it's not totally their fault. Depending on where you're DJing now. Like, if you're DJing for kids, okay, they're kids. A lot of these young ass kids, it's all about what's new, and it's not.
And I'm talking about that more so that 20-something crowd.
And that 20-something crowd, look, a lot of them on their head from their ass, anyways. So you know what I'm saying. So some of them, again, they were still teenagers when this whole shit was morphing into what it is now. So they're still kind of programmed into that. That's old. And then with artists now, because artists are just dropping music just to be dropping music, and they're not letting shit process. You're not giving that motherfucker time to digest the album. And you know another problem with this shit comes from?
What's that?
The motherfucking phones. The shit we hold in our hands right now. How in the fuck can we really process music or even have a chance to really break down and listen to a project when we have our phones in our hand that has your title, has your Apple Music, has your Spotify. At the same time, you got your title, your Apple Music, your Spotify, your Deezer, or wherever you listen to your music on. You also got your Facebook. You also got your IG. You also got your TikTok. You also got your Snapchat. You might got your X videos and your Pornhub also. You got all this shit going on in your phone. And I'm supposed to listen to an album at the same time? That's too much. That's too much. That's too much shit going on.
Yeah, but Slim, that's why when you ask me, are we doing singles? Are we doing projects? I'm like doing singles because I know people's attention span is like this. And that's why I'm like, okay, let me build my name and and get myself some leverage, and then I can put out a project. Because right now it doesn't make sense. I put out a project and they like, I don't know who you are.
I'm gonna tell you like
this. I'll be wasting time and money.
True.
I'll say this. I definitely agree that you should build a buzz. I 100% totally agree with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
I also feel that now, like I said, now you have to know who to talk to. You have to know your audience. I learned that from my first EP. The one thing I've learned from putting out EP and a few mixtapes is you have to know your audience. You have to know who you're talking to. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not a diss to anybody. Like, if you a nigga who rhymes like, if you a nigga who your influences like Nas and Scarface and Jadakiss, don't go trying to push your shit to the NBA YoungBoy crowd. They don't want to hear that shit.
These are
so
facts.
they don't want to hear that shit. You have to know, okay, this is who I'm talking to. And that's the beauty of this shit. Like, once you know who you're talking to, you can go right to them and they're gonna come flocking. You just gotta let them niggas know, yeah, we out here. You know, and something that Prince said that will always ring in my head. And Prince said, just like books and Black lives, albums still matter.
And
yes,
albums matter.
And I still feel that way. I just feel that, you know, you just have to go to who you're talking to. You have to go, and also in this era, you can go right to the consumer.
Right.
These are the beauties of the things I like about today's era. Like, I have my gripes, but I also have my love. Like, you know, it's still people who want to hear that. Like last weekend was like, to me, it was like a comeback show. Because for a while, nobody wanted to hear me give bars. And it's not like I give you these complicated ass verbally, hyperbole, automatopoeia, deoxyribonucleic acid. I don't say shit like that in my raps. Never. And I'm not knocking niggas who do. I don't do that. But
again,
you know,
there's an audience.
To just see me rock and see people be like, oh shit. It's like, oh damn. Niggas still want to hear this. Bet. So, you know, I think we as artists, we just need to just stop worrying about trying to get the mainstream and just look. If you nigga, if we can get, if you a motherfucker who get like 10,000 motherfuckers to support you, nigga, you good.
You good. Exactly.
These are facts.
If they buy your merch, if they go to your shows, and at the end of the day, if you can eat off your craft, don't worry about what part of the billboard you in. Don't worry about the Grammy. Yes, it's good to have that recognition, but the point is, I thought this was about doing what you love, you know, and making money where you don't have, you know, where you working, but you don't have, but it doesn't have to feel like work.
It's not work.
Yeah, I used to want the Grammy. I don't really care for it now. Now, honestly, I just want a Grammy just to go talk my shit. That's all. I think I wanted a Grammy for the vanity of it.
I
I just
mean,
wanted to,
with anything as an artist does, we're gonna want, so we're gonna want that level of recognition. With me, it didn't. I don't know if DJs get Grammys, but when I won an ATL's Hottest, that was my confirmation. When I won a second one, oh, at that point you couldn't tell me shit. Like, there's no more discussion. I got two of these now, so we all want that level of recognition. But sometimes, you know what? Just looking at in the crowd and seeing somebody in the front row with a head nod, that could be enough for some.
right. But everybody different. Like for me, just having like to just really do my travel. Not that I'm not looking for validation, because nigga, I know I'm nice. But
Exactly.
But
when
but this is a form of validation. We want that. We want that outside validation. You could love the
and
hell
yeah,
out
and
yourself
I remember
all
like
day, every day.
when Capone first heard me rap, Capone was like, "Damn," he was like, "Yo, nigga, you nice." And then one time we was having a regular convo, he's like, "Slim, I fucks with you heavy." I'm like, this a nigga I grew up listening to. Like, the War Report is in my top 20 favorite. This is one of my hip hop textbooks. And the nigga who
CNN.
wrote my hip
Yes,
hop
sir.
textbook is telling me, nigga, you nice. Nigga,
Yeah,
fucking Black Rob, rest in peace to the homie. When he told me, he was like, yo, man, he was using his voice. Yo, man, if I met you back in 2000, man, I would have took you right to that nigga Puff. Now looking at it, now don't take me to that nigga Puff.
yeah.
but,
It was a blessing.
but
It
the
was a
fact
blessing
that
in disguise.
right,
You
but
know.
the fact that the cats I grew up listening to have acknowledged that, yo, this kid is nice, is enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, now it's like, now to the point now I'm like, okay, I know I can rhyme. So it's
Yeah.
like now you like, so it's like now you start to say like, okay, now
Yeah.
let's take it to another lane. But Dick, yo,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me get in the crib and get situated. If y'all still going, I'm gonna come right back. I ain't done with y'all. I'm gonna come right back.
All right, we're
Yeah.
here.
But my but
Yeah,
my
man.
but my
Yeah.
validation is my validation is this. My validation is this. As long as I don't have to sell my soul, because like
Yeah.
this says, my soul to keep. The bag,
That's
a bag that, like I said, that I can sleep good at night. That provides me, that provides me a good living. That's my validation.
I mean, no doubt, man, no doubt. Because and saying making it without saying selling your soul is really what we should all want, to where we could at least sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a bed of 20s or a bed of ones or a bed of hundreds. So you can at least sleep at night knowing that you didn't have to do anything that made you less of yourself to get that money. You know what I'm saying? That's what we
Exactly.
all want. That's what we all want. At least I'll say this. That's what we all should want. This dude suck at hanging up. Watch this, y'all. Slim, what the hell you want, man?
Oh, now I'm gonna hit y'all right back. I don't know what the hell I did. I'm gonna hit y'all right back.
Dude, I thought you was going in the house.
I'm about to. Bye, nigga.
Antonio Slim, everybody. Gotta love
Man,
him.
Antonio Slim, man, yo, like that dude is a microcosm all to himself. But
Man.
yo, let's jump into the one I've been waiting on. I've been waiting on this one all night. I ain't even finna sit here and lie to you, show. Damn, you know what? I gotta keep that feature. The fact that when you click on whatever the ad is, the sound is automatically on. We're gonna work on. I'm telling y'all, we're dealing with new tech right now, so we're working it out. But don't worry, man, I'll perfect it in a minute. Please tell them about this one, because you know what I'm saying, they gonna get confused. They gonna be like, oops, did she do something wrong? Did she break something? No. And my first question, is this the same artist?
Yes.
Yo, this dude here is like fucking Van Casso type.
Yeah, because if you notice that the basketball is my tattoo, the
Oh
fire
shit.
and ice.
Oh,
That's JC Rocker's theme, Fire and Ice. When you see Fire and Ice, you're talking about JC Rocker. No, I didn't. No, I didn't get this from the Game of Thrones. This is actually my personality. I've asked my friends and some family members. I'm like, does Fire and Ice? I always wanted a Fire and Ice Yin Yang sign. Does that describe me? And they all say yes. We don't know which one we're gonna get. So to explain, oop obviously is a basketball reference, alley oop. basically when anything comes my way, it's gonna get done. It's gonna get done right. So that's why I say, throw me the oop and I dunk it.
Mm-hmm. There it is. There it is. And this was the first one I heard from JC Rocker, and I was just like, yo, I heard it back a few months, and I was like, yeah, that one. Yeah, she gonna be
Oh
all right.
yeah. Oh, it's most definitely that one. And what makes it that one, because a lot of adversity, came, a lot of adversity, came from, sorry, I'm getting my words mixed up. Let me say it just carefully. Forgive me.
Take your time.
Yeah. Coming with Oop, I dealt with a lot of adversity to get Oop done. A lot, definitely like a lot of stuff didn't happen. And when I recorded it, I'm like, yeah, this is it, because you just heard the previous projects. With Oop, you can tell, I found myself. I'm mature now. I hone my craft. I know my power, and I know my controls. That's why I said Oop represents my progress. It represents my maturity. Because I always have bars, but now my delivery is a whole lot better. Because this song, I'm like, I can listen to it with the other records that you play. I was just like, yeah, I was still, I'm like, yeah, I was still trying to get it together. I was still trying to get it together. With Oop, it was no doubt.
And see, here's the thing. That wasn't by accident why I played them in the order that I did.
I can see that.
Right. Yeah. DJ Agony, he's methodical in how he do shit. I'm a master. I see them. So I deal in order and process. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. So we finna jump over to this. Oop, man, it's like a whole basketball yin yang, fire and ice get dunked on your head. Don't stand under the rim type shit going on right here, man. Yo, JC Rocker, she's below me right now, but that's just in sequence. Let's see, look, I can do this number here. Bam. And now she's up there. Let's jump into this Oop, man, and maybe Slim will be back. Who the hell knows? That's damn Slim.
Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. You can get it if you want it. Yo, anybody can get 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 it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. You can get it if you want it. Yo, anybody can get 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 it. Got a handle like Olivia Pope. Think you can test me, that is a no. Y'all ain't no stand-ups, cause y'all a joke. Stand on my guard when I'm up on the post. Yeah, I'm a pro when I'm show the ropes. Hands in the air like I'm giving a toast. Yeah, I be extra, I do the most. Rocker got bars, y'all drop the soap. Y'all done fucked up, cause you got me fucked up. Now you in for bad luck. Blue opportunity to keep it real with me. Now shit for you gonna suck. Every time you see me, it's a crossover. You break your ankles to keep up. My care is invisible, bitch. Now, see if I do give a fuck. I care about your feelings just as much as I care about your existence. Since you mean nothing to me, I don't give a fuck about your existence. Either way, say I'm away. Injury reserve, you gonna lay. If you gon' play on my court, best believe your ass gonna pay. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. You can get it if you want it. Yo, anybody can get 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 it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. You can get it if you want it. Yo, anybody can get 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 it. Rocker got the rock, I shoot my shot, hit and miss, don't matter. But my rebound ain't to be played with. Crazy like the Mad Hatter. Then it's Rodman with the defense. Bad with the bull, Hall of Fame. So take the charge, I take charge. I ain't giving up shit. Ain't no jump ball in this bitch. It's gonna be in my favor. Go ahead, get your ass out of bounds. Off full court, press on a hater. You won't have the chance to turn it over. Run the clock until it's over. I go Matumbo in the paint. You won't get by. Red Rover, disrespectful with the trash talk. Shrug like 92 Jordan. Don't give a damn if you first pick. Your ass is unimportant. I get real rude, rock over you like Iverson or it's Ty Lue. Hey, I love winning, what you expect? I don't like to lose, so for roll shits with the plays. Take you on solo or squad. Yeah, your ass might take the lead, but I always defeat the odds. Like the scoreboard, get the dub. When I go up, it goes down. Shit on me, up in the shit storm. Shut it down like Kwame Brown. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. You can get it if you want it. Yo, anybody can get 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 it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. You can get it if you want it. Yo, anybody can get 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 it. I get the then hit to say. I get the then hit to say. I get the then hit to say. I get the then hit to say.
Yep, I could definitely tell. Just having listened to them all in order. By the way, I put that line right there because yeah, that's my favorite line. That because
I know. I saw I saw that face. That reminded me when I was when my cousin had a sneak peek of Ooh, and when that line came out, get real rude, walk over you like I was sitting over Ty Lue, and he looked at me like this. He was like, and I'm like, I got him.
yeah,
Because I'm like the men are connecting with me because everybody know how cold that Iverson walking over Ty Lue, and it's still a reference to this day.
if
And I'm like,
if you're of a certain age, you watch that happen. I remember watching that happen. NBA Finals. I want to say that was 2000 game one.
yeah,
And AI dropped him and then stepped up like skim it out, and get past right quick. It was it was insane. That shit was nuts. But to
yeah,
drop
we
it as a bar, it's just shit.
yeah, like I said, that when my cousin gave me that, when he gave me that look, I was just like,
You
I
know,
got.
one of the coolest things about this thing of ours, this hip hop thing, is that your sign of approval. With anything else you do, your sign of approval is usually a smile, a wave, or a head nod. No, it's how ugly you make somebody tear their face up. That lets you know if your shit hot.
Thank
When you hit,
you.
like, okay, you said you go to the battles. When you hear that one bar, you be like, mm, ugh, yeah.
You feel it. You feel that like, ooh.
Right,
That,
it's
ooh.
that gut shot we mentioned earlier, but yo, that shit is crazy. Another thing I wanted to say about this song too, it goes into what you were saying. Having listened to all your songs tonight in order of progression, you definitely tell there's a difference. Like some songs, you went from throwing bars at a beat to actual song structure. Like you
Yes.
put together a song from 000 to the end. And that's one of the things, like I said, I applaud progression. And that's definitely
That-
you could definitely hear the progression in everything from, what I'm saying, the first joint, what was the first joint? Not Out of My Character, the one before that.
Recognize the enemy.
Yeah, recognize the enemy, going from there to oop. It's like I definitely see your structuring, how you put a song together. That was a song that was put together like what we used to call it at one time. That was radio quality right there.
Exact and most definitely, and that's why I'm just like I'm hearing I'm proud of my projects, but I was just like but I hear that I'm trying to get it together and all that stuff, and then when Ooh came, that's when, like I said, you hear I'm more confident and I'm more structured, and that comes with time and maturity.
Absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
growth.
That's
Because
how
if
growth.
I
That's how growth should work.
Yeah, and also shout out to the producer Papi Jesus. He is one of my main producers. So Papi Jesus, all love D.
No doubt,
And
no doubt. What you got?
we got many more.
What you got coming up next, man?
Well, working on getting the Oop video together. So I'll definitely let you know. You most definitely invited to come around.
I'm
But
there.
the Oop video, that's my main goal, to get the Oop video. But I got three new ones. Two of them with Poppy Jesus, and one of them is with London Elixir. And like I said, there's a lot of maturity, there's a lot of growth, and there's no doubt in me, like that line in The Gentleman with Matthew McConaughey. Doubt creates chaos. So if you're gonna
Mm,
move like royalty, there can be no doubt.
indeed, indeed, indeed. And when you get that video done, I need you right there because as you see, we have unlocked the video feature right here on the Dope Show, which means yeah, we can show whole videos, y'all. Y'all saw it a couple weeks ago with the gaming video, with the gaming episode, but yeah, we lock in whole videos, y'all. So if you, hey, when you get ready to drop that video, it must premiere right here on the Dope Show.
Of course, I'm going. I'm going there. I'm going everywhere with it. I'm just waiting for two. I'm just waiting for the NBA, WNBA, 2K to run them sinks this way.
Whoo, now that would be lit. That on the splash screen, oop comes on. Yo, hey, we need to campaign on that, man. Yo, anytime somebody
Yes,
posts or do anything with this, make sure you hashtag 2K, 2K Sports, all that. We need that on the next 2K game. And I'll buy
exactly.
I'll buy 2K after that because I hadn't bought one since 21. But let me find out JC Rockers on the splash screen or at least on the 2K Beat soundtrack. Yeah, I'm buying that one. I don't care how bad the Lakers are. I'm
Yeah,
buying
we
it.
run it. Run them sink. Run them sinks to Rockaverse. You should hear my mom like, you should definitely tag. I'm just like, Mom, I can do, yeah, yes, I can do that, but that'll also be spamming, and you know there's a process to this, because like Antonio Slim said, music is music is timeless, because this was done in last year in 2021. But like my mentor Blizzum said, it's only a year old. We all remember Truth Hurt Lizzo. It didn't get popping until 3 years after its release.
Right. And plus it's like one of those old to me, new to you type deals.
Exactly. That's the beauty of music. And and like I said, JC not only writes her records, she pays for the whole damn thing. JC owns her masters.
There we go. There we go. So look, hey, when Winston when they come by with that check, can't nobody say I own half your song.
The only people that get paid aside from me is the producers, the engineer, and the graphic designers.
Oh, your
And
graphic designer definitely works for his money.
I know I have the receipts to prove it.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, I ain't just an artist. I'm a business woman.
Dead is. Yo, tell these people where they could find your music, where they could find you, bookings, whatever you got going on. Let them know where they need to be looking at.
JC Rocker is a free agent, by the way. So at Miss JC Rocker one, Twitter, Instagram, at Miss JC Rocker, TikTok, JC Rocker, YouTube, and Facebook. Just type in JC Rocker. You gonna see this face. You'll see the JC Rocker logo, and shoot, my music will pop up. So
De-
all the songs that you heard, play it back, know my voice, and be like, okay, that's JC Rocker. This is the real deal. Her royal dopeness is in the building.
Definitely, definitely. Yo, I appreciate you coming through. Like I said, it's been about what, maybe 5 months in the making, give or take. But yo, perfection takes time, so I ain't even
Yeah,
tripping.
and DJ Agony, thank you so much for putting me on your platform. And Rocker respects the DJs, because if it wasn't for the DJs, we wouldn't have this thing called hip hop. And so OG, I appreciate you. I thank you, and I would definitely love to do this again, because I know both of us, you definitely gonna grow, and I'm definitely gonna grow. So
No doubt, no
it'll,
doubt. I about to say I see you when we get done. And if it's anything I can do, like I said, I'm always willing to extend a hand out to, what I'm saying, not just a rapper, but someone who's an artist, like who really paints the pictures. And
yeah.
like I said, who treats this as an art rather than just a hoe trying to get money out of it.
Yeah, and remember, an artist, and you see this exchange. You see what's going on with this exchange. Hustle gets you in the door. Respect keeps you in the room.
That's it right there. Ain't no other way to call that right there.
Nope.
Ain't no other way to call that. But yes, y'all definitely check out Miss JC Rocker on everything. Make sure y'all run this episode back. My people that's watching it on Facebook, my people that's watching it on YouTube, make sure y'all share this. That's the main thing that will get dope
Exactly.
to that next plateau is sharing it to people who don't know what good dope is. They still on chemicals and all kind of old nasty shit. Yo, don't put that in your body, man. Just good solid Friday night dope every week. Also, y'all be on
You
the
get
lookout for
soul food.
man. Look here, and then yo, we got a pop up show Monday. Got a pop up show Monday. This is about to happen, y'all. Y'all gonna see the flyer leading up every day until Monday. Jabba Ranks has a video to drop, and he is going to drop it right here on the Dope Show. There's a couple of snippets out there now, but nah, he's dropping that video, Halloween shit on Halloween, right here on the Dope Show. So y'all make sure y'all are tuned in for that, man. Make sure y'all here for that pop up Monday Dope Show because when you have your own media platform you can do it on whatever the hell day you want to, at whatever hell time you want to. So
Mhm.
make sure y'all are tuned in Monday. There's gonna be a quick 30 Wednesday. There's gonna be a dope show next Friday. So it's like 3 times dope next week. Yeah, y'all gonna be dope
Not
overloaded. Like
2 times. Not 2 times dope with the funky dividends. 3 times dope.
3 times dope, man. Yo, so we got
And also, don't
Mhm.
forget to follow DJ Agony, people.
Definitely. The follows, the shares, yo, I'm here for that. Comments, likes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And follow, damn it, I switched side of the screen. So you over here now. Follow JC Rocker, man. Like, yo, if I say I like, and mind you, like, yo, it ain't too many artists out here that I wasn't listening to as a kid that I like now. But no, she got me the first day, and I'm just like, yeah. And like I said, y'all, dope bars with her clothes on. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, don't get. Yeah, now I will. Like I said, I will get sexy, but I'm gonna be sexy on my own terms. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, I ain't say she was no weird on them, but at the same time, like yo, it's one thing is about sex appeal, and then there's another side that's just called straight out hoeing.
Yeah, when you got sex appeal, you don't need to whip it out. You don't need to whip it out so much. You can have sex appeal by just doing this.
I seen her
There you
shoulder,
go.
y'all. Your shoulder showing.
Yeah, my tattoo showing.
Talk that
Yeah.
shit. But yeah, but yo, we about to get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all follow JC Rocker, follow Dope Enterprise on Facebook, Dope Enterprise on YouTube, Dope Dot Enterprise on Instagram. Like, share, comment, and make sure y'all are here Monday. Monday, hurry up and take the kids trick or treating early because 8 o'clock, y'all got somewhere to be at right here for the premiere of Jabba Rank's new video, Halloween shit. As I end every show, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. I am DJ Agony. That is JC Rocker. She is dope. We are dope. And we out. Peace.
Loot.